Here's the fortunate tramp, chapter 16, entitled McDonald's. Tom woke to a pleasant day. His legs were stiff with the cold and damp. He shook himself and stamped the life back into his feet. He realized he was starting to smell, and he thought he would take up the church's offer for a free shower. The last thing he wanted to do was to look destitute. He knew he couldn't lose his self-respect. He waited for the church cleaner to come, which seemed to take an age. Eventually, he was in the shower with bubbles running down his tired, smelly body. It was an invigorating experience. He thought about having a shave, but he was starting to like his growth of stubble. He was beginning to look different, and he realized that was a good thing. It would be good not to be recognized, he thought. He was noticing nature more, the blush of a flower and the wisp of a cloud. In his career, his eye and mind were focused on profits. He'd forgotten about the beauty in everyday things. He never stopped to smell the roses, but now he did. It was nice to be wealthy, but it was better to be rich inside, he thought wisely. That was a bank no one could break into. He pondered on what he was going to do for the rest of the day. He remembered it was a Sunday, and there was always church. It was a bright winter morning, and he wandered into town. It was so early that there were few people about. Another homeless man stared at him, and he avoided his gaze. He wasn't one for conflict, especially so early in the day. He looked up and saw McDonald's and went in for coffee. It was common sense to go in the cheapest places, as he didn't have unlimited funds. His biggest fear was going hungry. It was better to think positive, he thought. Take each day as they come, day by day. The place was empty except for two teenagers kissing in the corner. They were easy to avoid. He sipped his coffee and felt himself coming back to life. He thought he'd take his time until the morning service, then at least he'd have somewhere to go. Time went by quickly, and he felt himself nodding off. When he got to the church, he was nervous, and he wasn't comfortable meeting strangers or could ask questions. To his relief, the people were welcoming and friendly. The organs began, and he felt himself relax for the first time in days.